If is directed by John Krasinski and it stars himself as the father. Of course, we have Cailey Fleming, Ryan Reynolds, Fiona Shaw, Steve Carell, Awkwafina, and so many other actors I can think of. There's so many of them voicing these imaginary friends. After discovering she can see everyone's imaginary friends, a girl embarks on a magical adventure to reconnect forgotten ifs with their kids. So when it comes to this movie, I remember seeing the trailer and the advertising for this movie. I don't know what to expect from it. I was kind of went in, expect it to be a very, very light-hearted, fun movie. Just nothing too great, nothing groundbreaking, just a light-hearted, fun film. And of course, the moment I saw this film, I was pleasantly surprised how good this film was. Now, it's not a perfect movie. It's not a great film. I think this is just a harmless, fun movie. It has its fair issues with its story and some stuff, but I think this film, for what it is, I think it's fine. I think it's a fine movie, pretty lighthearted for the most part. Yes, this is a month old. I know I should have done this in May, but I didn't get a chance to see it, so I thought I'm going to try to catch up with this one. So I've got a chance to saw it, and I'm pleased to say I enjoyed this film. I had fun with it. This is a fun movie, and of course John Krasinski's directing is still solid here. It's not Quiet Place amazing, but I do think it still has some good directing here. We had read the actor, especially a young child, played by Cailey Fleming, who plays Bee. Bee is a very likable character, very likable human being, and also see her character with her father, played by John Krasinski, who plays the dad in this film, which I thought that was really great. Just the way he plays these characters. Cailey Fleming is just great here. I don't know what else to say about her character. You see her going through, after losing her mother, with dealing with cancer, we saw in the beginning of the film, and see her father relationship, but his dad's still acting fun, even though she still wants to be grown up, but still find some soft spot for him for the most majority of it. And of course, we do see her next door neighbor upstairs, who is played by Ryan Reynolds, whose name is Cal, which I'm not going to give away much of his character. We do see him. Ryan Reynolds did fine in the role. I don't think he's amazing, but he's not horrible either. I think he did fine. He does have some moments, he does have some few characteristic moments with him. The way they did with this character at the end, which I'm not going to spoil, in case you guys seen the film, I'm not going to spoil, please don't spoil it for everyone else, which there's a twist in the film at the end, the way they done it, quite unexpected, and this film really drives the characters really well. Of course, the imaginary friends, we do have like Steve Carell, Emily Blunt, Amy Schumer, Bill Hader, and so many other famous actors are on this film. Honestly, they voice them very well. They have some funny moments. And of course, the imaginary friends themselves, with their creativity, they look good. They look very imaginative. They've really brought some creative fun moments, and they do have some fun majority of it. My favorite imaginary friend is gotta be Louis, who's an old teddy bear type of guy, old gentleman, voiced by Gossett Jr, who is absolutely great here. And of course, they do pay tribute to him at the end of the film, which I thought that was really nice, and it's a really nice moment. I thought it's really touching tribute to him. And for the majority of this film, I was pleasantly surprised how this is a very moving story about, trying to reconnect with your imaginary friends, but also come to grown up, you still want to be part of you. Which I do like that message, and I think the way they did it really touched me a little bit right there, because the majority of the film I felt that emotion going through the story of these characters and what John Krasinski brought into this film, and I thought the way they handle it, so perfect, so touching. I teared up a couple of times. There were moments I teared up. I didn't really cry. I did feel tears run down my face. There were a couple of moments I had to do this a couple of times, like wiping my tears off. It just felt really natural for me to do that, and I thought that was really well done. I thought that was really well handled the messages, and I thought it was serviceable for what it tries to do. Now, the story itself, while it's not the best in terms of storytelling, some of the stuff it could have done a bit better. I think this film, it tries to be too deep, but certain kids may not understand. Some of them felt like, because I thought it was meant to be a fun movie, but it's ended up being more of a deep provoking film with a lot of themes around it. But to be honest, I don't get that impression. I just think it's for what it's trying to do and what it was trying to achieve, which I give it it's trying to go for, and I respect it. I don't hate the idea of it, but I really respect what John Krasinski tried to bring to that story. And of course, the score, Michael Cino. Great here. It was really moving. There were touching moving moments, especially certain stuff. It did really got me for the score, and I do respect it. Some editing choices are a bit slow, and there are times things but they dragged certain areas, but for the most part, I was not bored of the Toys movie. I did fully enjoy it for what it was trying to do. I don't think it's for everyone. Some people feel different about this, and I totally understand. But for me, I didn't hate it. I think it's a fine movie. I respect John Krasinski, what he's trying to do here, and I've always respect him. I do think it's not his best film, but as a movie, it's a solid good time, and it definitely has some good stuff going for it. I'm going to give If a solid B. Overall, guys, comment down below and tell me what do you think of If. And if you like this video, hit that like button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Of course, hit that icon bell for more future videos like this. Until next time, see ya!